with fur as white as a dandelion puff. She lived in a cozy burrow under a big oak tree, but she had a secret wish: to see the wide, wonderful world. She dreamed of hopping beyond the meadow's edge. Fluffy often sat by her burrow entrance, imagining the clouds as giant sheep. One bright morning, she decided today was the day for her journey. She packed a tiny satchel with 3 sweet carrots, juicy clover, and a warm blanket. Her little paws trembled with excitement. Fluffy hopped to the edge of the familiar meadow. She waved a tiny paw to the ladybugs and bees, her friends in the garden. "Goodbye, dear friends," she whispered softly. With a brave little hop, she set off. The path ahead was unknown and very exciting. Her whiskers twitched with anticipation. The world was waiting for Fluffy, the adventurous bunny. Fluffy traveled for many days and nights, eventually finding herself in Paris. Tall buildings reached up to the sky like stone trees. The sounds were new and loud to her little ears. But Fluffy was not scared, only very curious. The most famous thing in Paris was the Eiffel Tower. Fluffy sat in a green park and looked up, up, up. It seemed to touch the clouds, so very high. Later, Fluffy found a beautiful, neat garden. She saw a crumb of a croissant on the path and took a tiny nibble. It was the finest treat she had ever tasted. As she hopped along a wide avenue, she met an elegant poodle. "Bonjour, petit lapin," said the poodle with a polite nod. "Hello," she squeaked, her voice very small. The poodle smiled kindly at the little traveler. They did not talk for long, but Fluffy felt happy to meet a friendly face. It made her feel welcome in the big city of Paris. Fluffy's next journey took her across a big ocean to Tokyo, Japan. The city was full of new sights, with houses that had graceful, curving roofs. Lanterns glowed with soft, warm light in the evenings. Fluffy felt a quiet peace in this new place. One day, Fluffy found herself in a lovely park with cherry blossoms. Petals floated down like soft, fragrant snow. Fluffy hopped under the blooming branches, feeling as if she were in a pink dream. Nearby, Fluffy discovered a quiet, peaceful temple. A garden of raked sand and smooth stones lay before it. She saw a pond filled with bright orange koi fish. Fluffy sat by the edge, watching them glide. She felt very calm and thoughtful in this serene place. As she rested near a stone lantern, she saw a calico cat. The cat opened one golden eye and looked at her. It gave a slow blink, which Fluffy heard was a cat's smile. Fluffy twitched her nose in a friendly greeting. They shared a moment of quiet understanding. Tokyo was a city of gentle encounters for Fluffy. After her peaceful time in Tokyo, Fluffy felt adventurous again. She boarded a comfortable chugging train to Rome. The sun shone brightly on old stone buildings. Fluffy's little nose twitched with excitement. Rome felt like stepping into a storybook. Her first visit was to the Colosseum, round and very big. Fluffy imagined brave gladiators and roaring crowds. She sat on a fallen stone, feeling the sun on her fur. It was amazing to think of all the history. This place had stood for so many years. As Fluffy explored a narrow, cobbled street, she found a treat. A tiny piece of pasta had fallen near a doorway. She took a very small, experimental nibble. It was chewy and had a faint, savory taste. Near a bubbling fountain in a sunny square, Fluffy met some birds. One friendly pigeon hopped close to Fluffy. "Coo coo," it seemed to say in greeting. Fluffy wiggled her nose politely in return. She watched them splash in the cool fountain water. Fluffy felt a kinship with these city dwellers. At last, Fluffy knew it was time to return. Her little satchel was nearly empty of treats, but her heart was very full of memories. She thought about the tall tower in Paris. She remembered the pink blossoms of Tokyo, and the ancient stones of Rome felt very real. Each city had been a special adventure. She had seen so many wonderful new things. The world was even bigger and more amazing than she had ever dreamed in her cozy burrow. Fluffy also thought of the friends she had met. The elegant poodle in Paris, so very chic. The wise calico cat in the quiet Tokyo garden. And the chatty pigeons by the Roman fountain. Even though they spoke different languages, or none at all, they had all been kind to a little traveling bunny. She learned that kindness could be found everywhere. This made her feel warm inside, from her ears to her toes. The world was not just big, but also friendly. As she journeyed back towards her meadow, Fluffy felt brave. She was still a small bunny, but now she was also a great explorer. Her next journey would surely be just as wonderful.